How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be doing a review of the DragonFly Black 1.5. So before we get started, the link to buy this will be in the description, and also the timestamps will be in the description. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to jump to just the sound quality or something, then just go ahead and check out the description. Everything will be in there. I've got myself a DragonFly Black, and I'm going to be swapping it with my Chord Mojo to use with the music player. But the Chord Mojo is going to be as a desktop DAC now, or something relatively close to that. So this is the box that it comes with. Now I have got this a bit used, but it's in working order and it's in great condition. But the price difference between a new one and this one was a good difference. So here's the front. You can pause the video here to check out the front. On the left side it's got the DragonFly Black. On the back it's got some information, and by the way, I'll be going through a lot of the specs and everything and stuff like that. And also it just opens up like this, and you've got more information over here. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right, so you just open this up, and I'm gonna put this I'm gonna make also another video to compare this to the Chord Mojo, because there are a few people who want to see this compared to the Mojo. So it comes with hang on, that's funny. Now here you go. There's a warranty card that comes with the warranty card. There's the instructions booklet, which is not really important, and there's this just leaflet kind of thing just to advertise this. And also you've got rune stuff. I don't really use that. You can use that code if you want. There it goes. So this is what comes with it, or I mean, this is how it comes. So it's got a leather case, but I don't think that's going to be any use. It's kind of a redundant thing to have. And then you got the DragonFly Black over here. Now I'm gonna stick this at the back of the Shanling M1, and so look at that. It's an amazing fit. This is pretty much perfect. I mean, alright, almost perfect, but I can kind of get used to this. It's really comfortable in my hand and everything. Definitely something to look forward to. But anyways, here's the duck, and of course here's the case. It's a leather case. You can just like pouch. It's more like a pouch, I think. But I don't think that's been used, because it's nothing really. It's just something stupid. Hang on, my bad. It's not something stupid. It's just for this kind of product, it is kind of stupid. Just go ahead and see if I can get that into focus. So this is the black. Now you can also get the red version, which is about double the price. But I don't know how much better that is. Now this is in used condition, but as you can see, condition is actually quite good. At the bottom over here, it does say Black 1.5, so that's and I've actually used this. I've used it. So yeah, let's get on with the review. I've updated it as well, so I might not go through that, but whatever. Let's go ahead and put this through test. I'll include some sound quality tests and everything, and I'll show you this inside out, because these kind of products are really good to look for and forward to and stuff, to have. But there's not a lot of reviews and anything about them, so I'm happy to do this. If you want to send in a red one, or I don't know, I'm not really planning on getting that one, but because this one just fits my needs. I'll have a think about it. The red one does seem like it's a lot more better. I mean, people say it, but I don't know. Well, think about it. I might get the red, but I'm not really interested in it, since the black one is pretty much the same thing, just a less powerful and stuff. It just uses less battery, and so since I'm going to be using with a portable thingy, it would work better. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Alright, so having a look around the DragonFly Black is basically a USB thumbstick, as you can see, except it's not a USB thumbstick, it's a DAC. Now this does not have a battery inside it, so that's one of the reasons I did get this. So you got a USB-A on this side, which goes into your PC or your Android or iOS device, or anything that does USB digital out. Something like the Shanling M1 as a music player, that would be a good example. And on the other side, you've got the 3.5mm headphone jack out, and that's about it. On the front, you've got a DragonFly over here, and that basically lights up and changes color depending on which quality that you're using. At the bottom, it just says the DragonFly Black 1.5, and it doesn't seem to be in focus. Now it's pretty small, and I like it. It's kind of nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the software that you need to download, which is on AudioQuest's website. So the software is called AQ Device Manager, and basically it's just a little software that you can use to update the device. So I'll just go ahead and plug my DragonFly in right now, the side over here, and it will recognize it, and it will also show you if you need to update it or not. So as you can see, it's recognized it. I've already updated it. Now I wanted to find out what the advanced one does over here, but I didn't really click that before. I just quickly went ahead and updated it. So make sure you update it, and while it's connected in with the update software, it's blinking green, as you can see over there. Okay, so using the DragonFly plug is really easy. So basically you just get your USB cable that you want to plug it into and just go ahead and hook it in right there. And what it's gonna do is turn on, it's gonna light up red. That basically means it's in standby mode. And when you change the kilohertz or the sample rate that you're playing back your music files at, it's gonna change the color of the DragonFly depending on the sample rate that you're using. So maximum sample rate is 96 kilohertz. AudioQuest do recommend that you just use the 96 as maximum. If you have a sample rate that's higher than that, they do recommend you just converting it down or something like that. So let me just go over the colors that it changes into. So when it's green, it basically is using 44.1 kilohertz, so that's CD quality. When it's blue, it's 48 kilohertz, and that's my favorite because it looks kind of nice on this. When it's amber, it's 88.2 kilohertz, and when it's magenta, then it's 96 kilohertz, and that's the highest it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to just show you the different colors that it reproduces or changes into. Now I've got this cable over here. It's a bit long, but it's basically USB-C. And I'm going to use this music player, but you can use anything with Windows to iOS or to Android. But just something to note over here: if you're using an Android device, it's not going to work unless you have a certain music player or something. I've tried this with YouTube on the Samsung Galaxy S4, and it doesn't work. It does get the sound through, but it's not listenable. It's just completely. It's really it just jumps all over. It's just all of a sudden on and then off, and then it really fast. It basically just keeps on clicking. Now I'm just going to go ahead and plug this into this music player, and it's going to say that it's got it plugged in, and it instantly jumps into magenta because that's the highest it goes, and this just puts it on the highest. So I'm going to go ahead and play a 44.1 kilohertz file, and it's going to go green. So as you can see, it's green over there. So that's 44.1 kilohertz. Let's go ahead and look for a different file. Alright, I'm gonna do a 96 kilohertz file now. There's 96, so it's kind of purpley. I'll just turn the light down a bit. There we go. So it looks kind of nice. Purpley, I mean magenta. Whatever, pink, whatever. Kind of really fool of myself. Alright, I'm gonna do 48 kilohertz now. So there's 48 kilohertz. Now I don't have 88.2 kilohertz, so I can't show you that. But there we go. There's 48 kilohertz right there. That's nice. Okay, so let's talk about the most important bit, and that is the audio quality. Now for £90, which is this one, you can also get the DragonFly Red, which is 160, 178 or something, and this is £90. Now I'm actually really surprised by the audio quality. It's amazing. It sounds completely different than compared to all the other DACs I've got, and I really like that. It's a bit bright. The sound stage is really amazing. I mean, for the price, it's just staggering. It's really amazing. What I found is the bass is actually really nice as well, and it has a lot of color to the sound. I can't really explain it, but I guess we'll go ahead and do a sound quality test in a bit between the laptop and this, which is hopefully I can show you how that sounds. But the sound quality is just amazing from this. The bad thing is, when I put it against the Chord Mojo, well, obviously it's nothing compared to that, but compare this to the Chord Mojo, you'll find that the mids are a bit damped down. I just feel like that. I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but it just kind of felt like that. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's nothing bad. If you're listening to this alone, I mean, I just when I got this, I just kept comparing them both again and again just to see how it's like and stuff. And this does sound a lot more enjoyable and everything, not compared to the Chord Mojo, but as in a standalone device, it sounds a lot more enjoyable to anything else I've heard other than the Chord Mojo. Let's actually not bring that in. It's super saturated audio and stuff. So what I do think is that if you're looking into video editing and anything, stuff like that, I don't recommend this. This is just good for music and watching movies and stuff. nothing else. It's just gonna change the way it sounds. It just makes it sound more happy and more beautiful, as you know what they say about it, as they advertise AudioQuest. So it does definitely do that. It does make it more beautiful. There's a little emptiness inside it, which I personally don't like, but I'm okay with it. The separation is amazing between the instruments, and the way they sound is just completely amazing. I mean, especially for the price. So sound quality is amazing, and the best thing is you don't have to worry about battery life on this using this device. Now I'll get to the sound quality at the end of the video. I want to just go through a few things, and those are the negatives if you ask me. So just zoom out a bit over here. So I'm using it like this, you know, like as in a wire. It just kind of hangs around, swinging around and stuff. Now this is pretty much a really nice way to use it. Also you can just strap it to the back. Something like that, which I do recommend more than just having it hanging around. But what I find is that it's got a bit of weight to it, so it's either going to put pressure on your USB ports or whatever you're using. But I mean, the problem with that is, the problem is because it's made out of metal, not plastic or something. So it's got a bit of weight to it. It's going to be just dangling around. If they made it out of really a much lighter material, then it would have been a bit better. But that's just something to consider. I'm not saying it's a deal breaker. It definitely just, you know, I mean, it's something different compared to a lot of the other DACs around here that we find. Alright, I'm gonna just zoom into this music player here, or just gonna bring it up close. Now the volume level is on 1. What I find is this is only the problem, and this problem is only with the DragonFly Black, I believe, or I mean only the black and not with the red. I don't know about the black 1.2, the old one. But the volume level is on 1, and if I put this down, it's digitally controlled on the volume inside the it's an analog digital control, as opposed to the red, which has a bit control, which is actually proper way of controlling audio, or in a way it's just better. So what I find is with this, if it's at 0, there's actually noise coming through it, like sound, but it's really quiet. It's not being powered or anything. I don't know how it does it, but on 0 the volume, the sound is coming through, just leaking through in a way. If you put it on 1, it's exceptionally loud, and if it's on 2, it's gonna blow your freaking headphones off. Now that's the problem with this. Now the volume control is a complete joke on this DragonFly Black. Other than that, I do really like it. Now by that I mean, you know, since this is meant to be used with earbuds and little I mean really cheap or really easy to drive headphones and stuff, it's not good. Now with this, when I'm using my earbuds and stuff, I can't really control the volume really easily. It's either very loud or very quiet, nothing in the middle, and I don't like that, because if I do this, if it's locked and if I go up or down, it actually changes the volume by 2 level steps with this music player. So you can see going up to A and stuff. So when I want to use a more refined volume control, I have to turn it on, and I don't want to do that. That's the only problem, and it happens across all the devices. No matter what you're using, it's either too quiet or just too loud. And it wouldn't have been a problem, but it is, because it's meant to be used as a portable device, and you're not going to take like Hi-Fi Man HD 100 or something out. You're going to be using earbuds and other headphones that are easy to drive, you know, when you're out and about. With this, is either too loud or too quiet, because the difference in volume levels is very big. It just all of a sudden jumps, right? And then the rest of the volume is just quietly getting louder and stuff like that. So it's really not nice. That's the only problem with this. It's either too quiet or too loud, nothing in the middle. And I've always been using on either volume level 1 or 2, and it drives all my headphones just at that volume. Now what I find is I'm not gonna be able to push 250 ohms. I've tried it, it doesn't push them. It does make the sound come through. Obviously it's very loud and stuff, but it doesn't push them. There's like the drivers don't really behave properly with it. But 32 ohm, 50 ohm, about up to 100 ohm, I think you'll be fine with that. Using this with the speakers is also fine. I'm actually going to focus a bit, sorry. So at the end of the day, where does this device fit? The way it's meant to be used is a bit like this, you know, just hanging around on the cable. You can put it in with the phone, put the phone in the pocket, but then this is going to be out of the pocket because it's not going to be in the pocket unless you stick it to the back. But the volume control is completely metal and it makes this almost useless. I love the sound quality from it. I love it. I absolutely love it, but it's just either too loud or too quiet. So when you're using it with earbuds, it's like pretty much unusable. But that doesn't mean I don't recommend it. I definitely do. However, I suggest you go with the red. Forget this one. Go with the red. That's going to be a lot better. I've heard that a lot of people are complaining about this. It's either too quiet or too loud. Just one level of volume is just a day and night difference. It's nothing like the Mojo where it's got like 100 flipping levels, and it's a really small levels, I mean decibels of volume increase or decrease between a level. So that's just really refined and stuff. This is either loud or low, so just it's very annoying at times, and that's the only reason I really don't like it. And for that reason, I kind of don't recommend it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna look at the VUK one, which is something like this, and hopefully that has better volume control. But sound quality is amazing, but you know, it has its own problems. I don't really think, I mean, I was hoping to use it with the music player. Would have been amazing, sounds amazing and everything, but the volume control is a complete joke. I really don't like that. Anyways, let's go on with the sound quality test. Okay, for the remainder of this video will only be audio, and that's because my camera's actually run out of battery apparently. So I don't think video is important when it comes to sound quality test. So let's get on with the sound quality test. I'm gonna be comparing it to the laptop I have, and I'm gonna be switching between the laptop and the DragonFly Black version 1.5, just so you can get kind of an idea of how different it sounds compared to a typical device that you have lying around. So and also just to let you know that being this video on YouTube is not going to determine how it actually sounds. You're best off getting it in real life or checking out in real life to get the actual sound quality of it. So this is just to give you an idea of how it's going to sound or how much of a difference it's going to make in sound quality. So yeah. Okay, so first test I'm going to do is gameplay. Now I'll try to match the audio levels between the two devices because it is really hard to get the AudioQuest to be kind of quiet. You have to do some next level stuff with foobar or other things like that, and that's not nice at times. But first off, anyways, let's get into it. First off, let's go ahead and do some gameplay audio test. So this is the laptop.
Let's go, my brothers. Smoke. To be.
Okay, so time to test out some songs. Gonna be playing some NCS, and to start off we'll play Alan Walker, Fade. okay, definite improvement over there. I don't think I need to go into music anymore because I could definitely see a huge increase in audio quality. Time to move on to some gaming commentary, and I'm gonna play my own videos just in case of copyright. Obviously it's not the best thing to do, but I don't have much options over here. So starting off with the laptop once again, let's get into it. Go fast as well, but we don't want to risk breaking the car down. So but what I've heard is the timed missions are just freaking purposely made hard to beat. So like, I don't know, I mean, it's just a pain in the backside. This game is made to piss you off. So I'm not gonna be, you know, maybe I'm not gonna finish the whole game, but it's pretty straightforward. We can get all the cars unlocked, we can buy all the cars, and I want to move on to our next game anyway, because this is taking way too long. This stupid joke with the Atari one, they're just so freaking retarded. I mean, they got the DLC side mission of the gold ones, and first off, I wanted to get the wreck, but then you have to do the gold missions. Second of all, the gold missions are a pain in the backside. They're like freaking, I don't know, everybody's complaining about them on the Steam community and all that. So it's just a freaking dumb joke, man. I really don't like what they've done with this crap. I mean, I guess nobody likes this, but whatever. What I'm gonna do is do some missions like these, and this is gonna give you 30 grand, believe it or not. And you can obviously go fast as well, but we don't want to risk breaking the car down. So but what I've heard is the timed missions are just freaking purposely made hard to beat. So like, I don't know, I mean, it's just a pain in the backside. This game is made to piss you off. So I'm not gonna be, you know, maybe I'm not gonna finish the whole game, but it's pretty straightforward. We can get all the cars unlocked, we can buy all the cars, and I want to move on to our next game anyway, because this is taking way too long. This stupid joke with the Atari one, they're just so freaking retarded. I mean, they got the DLC side mission of the gold ones, and first off, I wanted to get the wreck, but then you have to do the gold missions. Second of all, the gold missions are a pain in the backside. They're like freaking, I don't know, everybody's complaining about them on the Steam community and all that. So it's just a freaking dumb joke, man. I really don't like what they've done with this crap. I mean, I guess nobody likes this, but whatever. We got 2 miles to go. This car is if this is the California, then alright, I don't know about you, but I can definitely see an increase in audio quality in all of the tests. But you're probably able to tell that when it comes to gaming videos or anything, there's not much of a difference. Again, I could hear a difference, but to the average user, it's not like a deal breaker. I mean, it's not a day and night difference. But when it comes to music, it's definitely a day and night difference between a laptop or any other device that you're using compared to the DragonFly Black. So at the end of the day, the only problem I have is the volume control, but I can get around it by using low volumes all times. If you want to see a comparison between this and the Chord Mojo, stick around. I'll have the video coming up. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about this thing, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in another video.